Police say without all of the public awareness, the fishermen may not have known to be on the lookout for signs of Mickey.
It's the wind that really is the worst out here. I heard Rob say 35-mile-an-hour gusts, and it certainly feels like that, if not more. Just a few miles away from that plant explosion that you can see behind me, it's critical to stay a good distance back from this fire because hazmat state police are still trying to determine exactly what chemicals are actually burning. Now, this fire broke out around 8 o'clock this evening. When a cyclist is on the road, they're the same as any other vehicle, so they've got to be going the same way as traffic.
A very special night here for the crew of Bonaparte, isn't it, Maddie?
That's right, Jim. It is their 40th anniversary for the crew, and they have the original owners here. These charred pieces of rubble and these burnt steps are all that remain of the 155-year-old church. Mitch Jackson's body was found face down in the water, trapped in these branches, but instead, with features like examination, confession, and prayer, this application is actually trying to help you get closer in there.
All right, well, instead of pain at the pump, how about a little relief for a change? Gas prices are dropping, down 28 cents in just the last month, and it's a welcome trend for the summer travel season. And you know, Dave, when I was looking at all those numbers yesterday, Lafayette actually has the highest average out of the whole state.
Yeah.
In the regions, yeah, Baton Rouge, New Orleans.
Checking out some.
We're here at the Percy Quinn State Park in Mississippi, and this is as close as we can get right now because the water is still rising at the Tangipahoa Lake and Dam just down this road. It's not safe to go back there anymore. However, the National Guard is there trying to relieve some of the pressure at the dam by releasing water downriver, but they say that still might not be enough, and the dam could still break tonight.
Like I said, I've been here 34 years and I've never ever seen this water this high.
The rising Tangipahoa River threatens thousands of homes all along its path, from Kentwood to Hammond. What are you worried about?
The flooding, the damage, I mean, it's going to be a lot of people out of homes. If it's as bad as they say it's going to be really devastating.
As the water rushes toward their livelihoods, many took shelter at nearby schools.
Run with what I could grab at the time.
Cynthia Powell and her family have called Amite High School home since Tuesday.
When they say it's mandatory, leave. There's nothing wrong with it. Red Cross treats you fine. They gave us cots. They give us pillows. We all know them by name now. We're like a nice little family here, you know.
Lula Jackson and her family also rode out Isaac at the Red Cross shelter. Getting the all clear, they went home Thursday morning, only to have police tell them to turn around. They had 90 minutes to evacuate because the dam, only 25 minutes from their house, could break.
And we just had to leave, you know. And it was like it's just words undescribable. But we made it here. Safe ground.
If the dam fails, these families could lose everything. That's why Cynthia says for this evacuation, she didn't worry about clothes or belongings, but the important things like her memories.
It's very sentimental. I lost my parents 94 and 98. So I carry this picture with me. All my little Christmas cards from my family and friends and birthday cards really means something to me, you know. So I bring that with me.
Governor Bobby Jindal said if the dam does break here at Percy Quinn, 50 to 60,000 homes could be affected by flooding. They're hoping by releasing some of the pressure here at the dam, they will prevent that. Reporting at Percy Quinn State Park, I'm Maddie Garrett for KATC-TV 3. We are here at the intersection of University and St. Landry. This is literally the last place that we now know Mickey Shunick was seen, captured by LCG's video surveillance, riding her bike right here on this road. Now, she was heading this way on St. Landry towards her home on Ambassador Caffrey. And while these new video surveillance images don't solve the crime, they do revitalize the investigation. It's a night that's played over and over in the minds of anyone who knows or is looking for Mickey Shunick.
Something, you know, I keep asking ourselves if there's something that we overlooked, if something that we missed.
Police now paint a much clearer picture of where Mickey went that night. 10:15, Mickey arrives at Atmosphere to see a band and hang out with friends.
After about like an hour or two of being there, she already started making mention of being ready to go home, maybe getting something to eat.
12:44, Mickey and Bretley Wilson leave, riding their bikes back to his house on Ryan Street. They then go to Taco Bell on Congress in his car to grab a bite to eat. Video surveillance confirms this at 1:24 a.m. 1:31, Mickey gets a call from a friend. It's the last time her phone is used. Wilson says around 1:45 a.m., Mickey set out on her bike to go home.
I walked her out watched her get to the driveway, and then I closed the door and locked it.
That's when the case went cold until now.
Now we're able to show the family that, hey, we know she traveled on Versailles, we know she made it as far as St. Landry Street, and that there was a white pickup truck in the area.
Police say they now have a direction in the case and want to talk to the driver of that pickup truck.
You know, someone was in that immediate area when she passed on the bike, and so it's just trying to identify with those people and getting that information back so that we can hopefully get closer to finding her.
And police say it took a long time to go through all of the video surveillance that they had collected. Most of it had to be watched in real time, so they just now saw this video yesterday. Then they had to have that video enhanced so that they could positively identify Mickey Shunick. And again, now they'll be concentrating in this area trying to collect even more video surveillance. 3's on the street tonight live in Lafayette. I'm Maddie Garrett for KATC-TV 3.
KATC's Maddie Garrett went along for the ride. It's the second part of our special Memorial Day series on Louisiana Honor Air's Final Flight.
As they emerged from the plane in Washington, D.C., it was a hero's welcome for some of our nation's greatest military men and women.
Unbelievable, believe me. When we hit that airport, I was overwhelmed, really.
It was the trip of a lifetime for these soldiers, Marines, and sailors.
Thank you for your service. Welcome to Memorial.
A chance to visit the National World War II Memorial and pay their respects one last time.
I'm glad I lived long enough to see it.
It's beautiful, and it's got so much meaning to it. Had it not been for this flight, I would never have seen this.
For these vets, the war is still fresh in their minds. It doesn't seem like it ended nearly 65 years ago.
I remember D-Day because I was there, and that's what it brings back to me. It's emotional. It's emotional for me.
Being here at the memorial in Washington, D.C. conjures up many memories for these veterans, but most of them center around these 4,000 stars that represent the brothers and sisters in war that died.
The many, many stars, person that those stars represent, we can never, never repay their lives.
A debt that can never be repaid.
They will never be forgotten, so we should not forget them.
As a dying generation of veterans paid tribute to their comrades lost and the victories won so long ago.
Words is hard to describe. I almost want to tear.
Everywhere you go, come shake your hand. Thanks for your help, you know. We did what we could, you know. It was wonderful.
Reporting in Washington, D.C., I'm Maddie Garrett for KATC-TV 3.